Welcome to another episode of American Outdoors. Today we will be exploring a versatile plant known as sorghum that can be grown as a grain, as forage, and even as a sweet crop. Along the way, we will be stopping by a sorghum mill operated by Guenther Farms in Muddy Pond, Tennessee, where we'll see a demonstration of the early traditional method of making sweet sorghum. So sorghum is a versatile grain that is widely used for food, animal feed, and biofuels. It is one of the oldest cultivated crops, originating in Africa. Sorghum plants are drought-tolerant with deep root systems, making them ideal for growing in arid and semi-arid regions. It can grow from between 5 and 12 feet tall, depending on the variety, whether grain sorghum or sweet sorghum, as well as the type of climate and soil. Let's look at both varieties, starting with grain sorghum. Grain sorghum, also known as milo, is small and round, and comes in various colors including white, red, bronze, and black. In the United States, it is commonly grown in Texas, Oklahoma, and areas in the South. It is drought-resistant and requires less water than similar type plants, such as corn. It can be considered a staple food, used in cereals with the flour used for bread and tortillas, and is gluten-free. It can also be popped like popcorn and used in whole grain form. Additionally, grain sorghum is widely used as animal feed, particularly for livestock and poultry. It is energy-rich, full of antioxidants, and high in protein and nutrients. Although it doesn't have the mainstream popularity of other grains, farmers planted 5.7 million acres of the crop in 2018. Getting back to the nutritional and health aspects, sorghum's calories come mostly from carbohydrates. 1/2 cup of the dry grain provides 69 grams, 3 of which are fiber. Another 2.5 grams come from sugars. The remainder of sorghum's carbs are naturally occurring starches, which are the heartier, slower digesting complex variety. But again, that dry portion will yield more than most people will consume in one sitting. It is high in protein, fiber, and essential minerals like iron, phosphorus, and magnesium, while containing very little fat. Grains are almost always rich in micronutrients, but sorghum surpasses many others for nutrient density. That 1/2 cup serves up 18% of the daily value of iron, 25% of vitamin B6, 37% of magnesium, and 30% of copper. It also contains significant amounts of phosphorus, potassium, zinc, and thiamine. On the health front, many chronic diseases are driven by underlying issues such as inflammation. According to numerous studies, the antioxidants in sorghum can help combat cell damage and reduce inflammation. The same systematic review that associated sorghum with reduced inflammation also found that eating the grain led to improved blood glucose levels. This could be good news for people living with diabetes or prediabetes. It is also a benefit to those with celiac disease or gluten sensitivities, and high-fiber content diets are known to promote weight loss. With just 2 milligrams of sodium per 1/2 cup, sorghum is extremely low in sodium. This makes it an excellent choice for anyone on a low-sodium diet. One word of caution would be for those who are monitoring their carb intake. A typical serving of sorghum, about 1/2 cup, will contain about 25 grams of carbohydrates. So the town of Muddy Pond, Tennessee is the home of Gunther Farms. They have been in the business of making sweet sorghum syrup since 1965. Their processing methods involve an early American press powered by horses, wood to continuously fire a steam boiler, and a lot of manual labor. Both locals and tourists flock to their mill every fall between September and October to visit and purchase sorghum syrup. For those unaware, sorghum is not molasses. It is an unrefined sweetener from the stalks of the plant. It has a rich, dark color with a unique flavor all its own. It is considered to be mildly sweet with a touch of bitterness or sourness. Other descriptions might be nutty, woodsy, or having a slight tone of caramel, and it has a thinner texture than molasses. The sorghum mill also carries a large assortment of locally made products. While we were there, we saw jars of honey, barbecue sauce, cantaloupe, onion, rhubarb, hot pepper, peach, honeysuckle, blackberry, dandelion, jalapeno jams, as well as pickles, chow chow, pear butter, and a variety of pastries such as fried pies, apple stack cake, peanut brittle, pumpkin bread, and on. Members of the Gunther family can often be seen discussing the process of making sorghum and answering questions. It is truly a family-run, hands-on operation. Okay, well, as you can see, I should have said, depending on the amount of steam, sometimes they can be seen, sometimes you just have to follow the voice.
So I control how fast the juice comes on that pan with a valve. Also control how fast it comes through this gate. I have another gate. Control how fast it comes through here. Come down.
Thanks for watching American Outdoors. We hope you've enjoyed this video and feel free to post your questions and comments below. Like and subscribe and check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. We'll see you again next time.